Good morning, guys. I'm just sending out the link now. Just sending out the link now. Rightio. All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. Let me just sort out this view. All right, cool. Let's see what the market brings today. FOMC is today. FOMC is today. 2 hours before market close, as always. Femi Beacon. Good morning, good morning. Femi, you have to go large time frame, what's actually going on. Looks like a pump and dump volume spike on this. Here is your resistance here, 224. So here is this with this level, right? John, look here. So this is your major resistance at the moment, right? It's very choppy. These wicks, right, indicate that there's a lot of weakness, meaning that if a candle shows that there's a lot of fullness in the candle, it shows that there's a lot of momentum. But at the moment, you can see every time there's a lot of wicks. So there's no clear trend at the moment. I guess you could say it is in an uptrend, but there is a huge spike here, I'm assuming from news, but ideally you need it to break above 225, I would say. That's what I would wait for on Femi. So that's how I would trade it, or you could try take it on the trend line, up to you. I personally would just wait for 225. 225 reclaim. All right, let me see what else. Beacon. I did Beacon already. Same thing as this, guys. I've been talking about the last couple of weeks now. What do you want to do when you make a trade? You want to make money, okay? So when you want to make money, right, you want it to be easy for you. So you want to take a trade that is the highest probability of working out. You don't want to take a trade that might not work out, right? But obviously that is the case in trading, but you want to take a higher probability setup. So in this case, this should be very, very easy to see, right? Look, this is a trade setup. Where is the highest probability that it will continue up? For me, I personally wouldn't touch this thing at all. Look at this chart. It's a huge sell-off, extremely bearish, but this is a forced setup, and I'm just letting you know that if there was any chance of trying to take a trade, the highest probability of the stock going up is if you get a closure above this. It's 3 cents, right? So if it goes above that, then there is a high probability to go up. Trying to enter now, you are just fighting with the trend. What I mentioned earlier, downtrend, bearish, bearish, ignore. Do not trade bearish trends. Good morning, good morning. NMHI. So NMHI is just before 8 a.m. candles. This thing got rocked, unfortunately. Here you can see this was the 8 a.m. candle, but you can use this as your support level around here. So what is this? Like 140. We can just round it to 140 psychological level. So if it holds that, then maybe. But look, this is what I was trying to explain to you guys on Twitter. If the trend is bearish, just simply do not trade it. This is a bearish trend. Do not trade it. If this breaks above this trend, making it bearish to bullish, then there is a higher probability it will continue up. Therefore, it's safer to wait for it to break above the trend, and then you can look for an entry. Trying to enter now, you're guessing and hoping and trying to get in before everyone, like we all try to get the earliest, quickest entry. You're going to try and get in now because you think, right? You think it's going to break above. Of course it can, right? If you have indicators or you know someone that can tell you exactly when a stock will reverse, then fair enough. But I'm talking to a realistic trader and someone who actually wants to understand how to trade and be consistent. And that is, make it easy for yourself, wait for the trend to break, then look for a simple entry. Lisi is a very, very simple trade. You should know this, Deliver. Look. I don't know, that should be clear as day. It ran up yesterday, right? 22%, meaning there is high potential and high possibility that it will probably run again. It's respecting the demand zone. We're in a falling wedge. We're up 3%. Volume is coming in. It's looking good. It hasn't died off. It hasn't been dumped. It hasn't sold. It's getting held up pretty well, right? So just very logical thinking. That's all. I'm assuming now people are bag holding and stuff. That's it. That is it. Yeah, TGL was easy. This was an easy setup. So I mentioned here if it holds this, someone in the Discord showed me this chart, but the range on it's crazy, but as long as it held this level, you're fine. This was just stupid, crazy candles, but that's what you get with Weeble. So now if you break above this level, if you get a closure above 730, there's a higher probability. I've chosen this candle here because we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches. If I was to just choose this level here, we only have 1 and 2 touches. So the reason why you want more touches, it confirms that it is a stronger area of resistance or support. So this looks very good. If this wicks above 744, there's a higher probability it will continue up. Works. This is doing a nice retest here. Break, retest on this demand zone. I don't really like the price action on it, but I'm going to just keep this on watch because yesterday it was up 51%. Today it's up 13%. It's looking like it's continuing from yesterday's bullish move. Therefore, we can expect that it will continue again today. Yesterday's high, it ran 417. As long as we hold around this, what is this, $3, we should be okay. Let me have a look and see. MNTS. Yeah, it had some like patent news or something. So it's just a sell-off or big news. There's the news and then sold off. That's all. So I'm talking about and basing this off a technical basis, not off long-term, not off a swing trade, literally off what I see on a day trade perspective. So I'm identifying where is an area of support. So as long as it holds this, you are fine. If it breaks below, it will continue, right? So now we've created a resistance around here, which is 0.5, which is a psychological level. If this breaks above 0.5, then you should expect continuation to the upside. Here is your next resistance level right over here. Break above this, it should continue up to here and then up to here. But at the moment, trying to enter here is not worth it, in my opinion. It looks like a big jump and then sell off down 20% now. SCLX, why is people ask? A lot of people have been asking me about this on Twitter. What's the reasoning? Just curious. A lot of resistance here. What is this level? It only ran 7% yesterday. So here's your demand zone. This is a lot of resistance here at 217. So rejection. Actually up here. We'll just keep it here. Rejection. So if it breaks above 217, there is a higher probability it will continue to the upside. Here is your next resistance level. So that is your next area that it will possibly reach. There's clean range to that. You can use this level as well if you want. So these are your levels. At the moment, low volume, very difficult to anticipate what is going to happen. Let me just check what else is moving real quick. Beacon. Right, NMHI, what's happening here? TG, so look, this is wicked above, therefore it continued, now it should continue up. Works is respecting this demand zone. This is the last red candle for the move up. I know it's a gap up here, but I'm just using this because it's respecting this whole zone right here. LICY, I'm just going to wait for this one, see what happens. CGC, this is a wheat sector. The whole wheat sector in general is actually going up. So if you look at it on a 4-hour chart and look since, what day is this? Since the 15th of March, so 5 days ago, you can see that the wheat sector, right, is currently bullish. So I had levels here, but I just removed them. Here's a resistance level around here. I think it was, yeah, it was 510. So it looks like it's heading to 510 because that is your next resistance, but it can also pull back to this level and then push back or back up to 510. So that is what you have on CGC. Tisha, this one's looking great. As I expected this one to break $3. Very logical thinking about this one. Holding the support level all pre-market. It was pretty much just ranging, consolidating, and then finally this 8 AM candle gave it some volume. And then there you go, was the break above, retest, and now it looks like it's pushing up. A lot of wicks here, a lot of rejection, but it should continue up. Only 5% yesterday, but it is a former runner as well. I don't know what news it is, so I'm not too sure. But here is your next resistance level here, literally 312 or 320, sorry. So as long as it now holds this, right? This was an area of resistance. Look here. So rejection, 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 rejection. Then all I did was identify that $3, the psychological level, is an area of resistance. If it breaks above it, it's probably going to use it as support, which it did, and then it's going to go up. Remember, stocks do not pull back to exactly these levels. Yes, it did go down to 290, whatever it is, 292, right? But that is a simple break and retest. Let's see if it does continue to go up. On this is on TSHA. Oh, GeoEV. This doesn't look like it's valid anymore. Let me have a look at this play real quick. I really like this play. Has this got news yet? This is an EV play from what I know. So this now, right now, looks like it's closing below, but how long do we have? This is a 30-minute candle, so you still have like 13 minutes till this candle closes. 15-minute candle did close below, but it is still in this bullish pennant, but let me try clean this chart up for now. So right now, this is your 1-hour demand zone. Could be even looking like it's a falling wedge forming-ish right here. So like this. There you go. If it breaks below this demand zone, simply look left, identify where is the next last red candle before the move. This one, clear as day over here, right? So that is your next 1-hour demand zone. So right now it is still respecting this. Ideally, you want to look for entries maybe around here, or you could look for entries pretty much where it is now. What website do I use to draw and analyze the charts? This is Weeble. Weeble Desktop. Weeble Desktop. Yes, guys, like the video. Also watch the new videos that Hassie's posted out on the new series that we've done as well. So please watch that too. SOUN. This one is very bullish on a larger time frame. This is a 4-hour time frame. This sector, this AI sector, seems to be hot pretty much all the time, but just basis of technicals, you can see, look here, that this is a pretty strong area of support, 755, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. So if it gets down to 755, it looks like a pretty good buy area with a bullish pennant, so it should break above that. Yeah, Hussein, it's just Weeble desktop. I have the app. I don't use like the browser, so I actually download the app. What kind of targets or levels for TGL? So if you want to look at levels, I like to use the 4-hour. Obviously right now it's probably what's all-time high. No, it's not. So go to the 4-hour, identify where is the next area of resistance. This is your next area, so 870. And then this is your next level right here. So these are your next levels on TGL. Let's put this here. So right now it's very bullish. You can see what this happened with this play, right? It was very clear. So you have this level here and this level here, right? This shows and indicates that this stock was ranging. So this was just consolidation, right? And then finally, whenever the news dropped or wherever it's running, it broke out of it and then bang. So whenever consolidation moves happen, they usually are big moves. You can see here in this case, it's obviously around what, 80% plus. So this is TGL. So this is a huge breakout. So this looks like a very good play for open. Doesn't mean buy now. It doesn't mean full port it. Just letting you know, I'm thinking logically about the stock market and which plays are moving, right? This is obviously the clear mover right now. Most of you are probably trying to scalp this and full port, trying to make a quick buck. But that is probably the worst thing you could do because you are trading with high risk. Most compelling so far? Well, TGL looks like it's the strongest setup right now at the moment. Verb, 4-hour. So Verb is looking bearish, but it's looking like it's trying to find area of support. So here we can use, trying to get some clean touches around here. So I have gone through wicks. Technically it's not correct. It should be above them, but you should have it like this. But I'm just trying to identify and show you that this is in a downtrend at the moment. It could be in a possible falling wedge-ish. Not really. You want it to be more like this for a falling wedge. So you could do this, something like this. So you could do that and then identify, here's the last demand zone before the push up. It is below this demand zone, so this is no longer valid, but this is what you have on Verb. You can just mark this as your support level right here. What is it? Yeah, it's below that. So whatever this is, 0.31. So that is what I have on Verb at the moment. It's not really a clean falling wedge, to be honest with you, but this is your setup for Verb. Jagex is a pump and dump. I never touch that thing. It always comes up in the top gainers, but it never really holds its gains. I'm not too sure what the news is. Jagex. I mean, yeah, sub $1 play as well. So just look at this price action on this previously, right? So I'll give you an example. Look here. This is in the same day. Up, down, right? Up, down. Here, up, down. Same day, up, down. Same day, up, down. Up, down, right? This gave it some kind of momentum, and then obviously same day, up, down, and so on. So yeah, I'm expecting to go up and then down, right? So yeah, I'm not really too interested in, I don't really care about this play. I posted Hollow earlier. This one just broke out. So it looks like it's heading to around 850. Here's your next resistance level here. And then around here. So these are your next levels, like 640, even here, sorry. Those are your levels. And then just mark support, which is here. That's hollow for you. Oshia, let me have a look. Has Oshia got some news or something? Oshia, let me have a look. I know it's a former run and things. No, I'm just getting all these bots spamming it. So if we're looking at this, let me have a look. So Oshia here, if we're looking at this chart, let me go the 4 hour, I'll get a cleaner setup. So we can see what's going on. This is, where's a lot of rejection around here, right? So every time it gets to this level, what is this? Yeah, 450, it's a psychological level as well. So it looks like it's trying to hold above this, but there is a lot of rejection at this level. See these wicks, rejection, rejection here. So ideally you want it to stay above this 450 on Oshia. So yeah, it's just kind of doing its thing right now, but yeah, it's a former run as well, so it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at the moment. So this is Oshia. Let me see, I'm just checking it. Yeah, this looks good. Keep this on watch, Oshia. Right, let me see. TGL, how's it looking? So TGL has to pull back at some point, right? It has to, Impossible not to, because a play like this, right, is probably going to take a lot of momentum from the market, which is what people want, because if this play moves, most people will just jump into this play because of, obviously, if the market's slow, this should probably go. My favorite ticker for the day, Mr. Mohammed Ahmed. Listen here, brother. If I knew what the favorite ticker was, right, if I tell you it, then what you're going to do is you're going to take out a bank loan, and then you're probably going to tell everybody to buy it, and you think that is the best stock to buy right now at this moment in time, which is incomplete. So my best play, my favorite ticker for the day, I will tell you a secret, as a lot of people who are in this know. If you look on the left hand side of my page, all of these stocks are my tickers. These are all my favorite ones. So I have $1 billion in every single one of these plays. $1 billion. So 1 billion in this, 1 billion in that, because these are all my best plays and they always go up, right? Brother, I don't know, okay? I don't know what my favorite ticker is. I don't know. This is what I do, and I will explain to you so people can understand this, and hopefully as a beginner you can understand this as well, because it will be very easy for you to understand, okay? All these plays I have here are pretty much the pre-market runners, meaning they all have volume, they're all running off news, they're running off some mergers or whatever the hell's going on, right? They are up, they're running, okay? With that being said, okay, when stocks have volume like these off the news or whatever, there is the highest probability that these will run, that they will go up. Which one is going to run first, or which one is going to run the most, or which one is going to run out of all of these? I have no idea. I trade based on strategies. I trade on my strategies. I don't trade off just because something said it's cured cancer, because they've merged with Tesla, because Amazon is buying them out. I do not care about the news. I literally trade based on technicals. That is where you need to learn how to trade if you're a day trader. Understand how you can trade based on technicals. So you can use different kinds of strategies using EMAs. You can use falling wedges. You can use technical chart. You can use chart patterns. You can use candlestick patterns, whatever. There is 1,000 ways to trade. But for me personally, I like to trade all of these kind of setups because they give me the best possible chance of me making money. So that is my conclusion for these plays. But I don't know which one is the best, brother. If I knew, I would literally go to the bank right now and go full port summon. TGL, but a technical play only. Is it? Oh yeah, I expect. I actually tried to look it up earlier. Do you think demand zone for ETSO is, let me see. Oh, ETAO. ETAO. Yeah, this is your demand zone right here. What did you say? This is your demand zone right here, whatever this is. 0.39 and 0.35. I'm just going to put it just below this. This is a 5 minute. I use a 5 minute demand zone. I don't like to use any other. This is what I have. And then you can, from here, you can just draw this trend line. So that's what I have for this ETAO. Yeah, right now this is, looks like it's pushing off demand zone though. So it's lower risk trying to enter now than trying to enter somewhere in the middle of this chart. But that's what I have for this. It looks good though. So it's respecting demand zone well. Yeah, ETAO. TTAO, earnings before market open. Oh, really? Oh, that's why it's up, I think. Right, let's see what's going on. How long have you been trading? 400 years. 400 years. Before the market was open, I've been trading. I used to write on piece of paper and send it. And I have to wait to make my trade. Been trading since COVID, since like 4 years. 4.5 years. UK is simply just consolidating. There's a huge consolidation on this trade setup. But if you want to look at it, what's going on? Downtrend. But if I was to look for any entries, it needs to be above like $3 personally. Tisha's, I just did Tisha. So Tisha is now above $3, which is a good sign. I think it's probably still going to keep coming down, but this is my prediction for it. Let's see what it does do though. Rightio. Guys, this is the only Discord that I'm in. This is the link here. This is the only Discord. I'm not in any other Discord here. Tang used to send his trades via smoke signal. Right? Yeah, guys, that's the link there. Discord link. Myself and Hassie are the only ones in that Discord. We're not with anyone else. I know there's a lot of people on Twitter who are copying a lot of our trading style right now, which is good. I mean, I'm assuming they're learning from us, which is amazing. But some people are literally copying our tweets word for word, which is quite funny, but it happens. CGC, I don't know, I'm not really interested in it too much. LICY is just consolidating. So I like, if I'm looking at this without extended hours, meaning without pre-market and after hours like this, It is a very, very clean setup. It's in the demand zone. It's in a falling wedge. This should break out. If this was an intraday setup, I would take a bank loan out and put all my money into this. But that's a very nice setup. NMHI looks like it's trying to reverse here. So simply you can just move this now as your support level. So if you go like this, so you can put now that 151, you can even just put 150 or leave like this, right? Like this, NMHI. So at the moment it's found an area of support. Okay, look, this is, if people are also trying to understand something very simple to understand. Okay, if a stock is in a downtrend, you do not want to buy it. Okay, if a stock is in a downtrend but it's finding an area of support, there is a higher probability that it is going to go up. Okay, if you want to take the safest kind of trade when it's in a downtrend, right? You need it to be in a downtrend like this, find an area of support like this. Then if it breaks that downtrend, then there is a higher probability it's going to go up, right? This is the start of a possible reversal. Keyword possible, not reversal. It's possible, right? Yeah, TTO, I think they just had earnings. I just got a notification on Webull. That's why it's up 11%. But if you look at this, I just explained this one on Twitter earlier. Downtrend, you do not want to take any trades in a downtrend. This price action is absolutely crazy. It hasn't even found a decent area of support. If anything, it'll be this level here. You want it to find like a strong area where it keeps respecting it, right? So this hasn't been respecting. You want it to literally pull back more here with stronger candles and then hopefully push up. But trying to enter now is just downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. So for me, that is not a valid setup. Pirzo is extremely bearish. This is on the 4 hour. You can see that by simply just drawing the high and then going down. So you can see that this is in a downtrend. It might be finding an area of support, but it needs volume. If you're trying to look for an entry, you know what you need to do. I don't think I need to explain. All right, guys, I'm going to... Some people have... Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. People do, yeah. I mean, it happens. That's what happens. Like, I don't even have I have like 12,000 followers. People will try and take their luck. I mean, if people are silly enough to click on a link to give people crypto and all that kind of stuff, I don't know. That's on them, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can really do other than just report them. But I can't see it sometimes because they block me. So I can't see who's basically... If they block me, I can't see their profile. But... some people just message me and tell me this guy's fake or whatever, and then just do it. Their own Discord link. That's funny. All right, guys. I'm going to head into the Discord. Please, can you go and watch the new YouTube video that Hassi's done? We are on episode 2 right now. So episode 1 and 2. This is all for beginners. It's going to go all the way to advanced. Highly recommend giving a watch so you guys can understand some technicals as well as just trading in general. If you can do me a favor before you leave, can you please like up the stream and then subscribe if you haven't? Would really appreciate it. But yes, here's the Discord link there. I've heard you mention slots available, yeah. Yeah, so whenever there's spaces, I'll promote it. It's just if people cancel or if myself and Hassi decide to open up a couple more spaces for the month. But yeah, other than that, it's just we'll mention it if there's spaces available. But if you click on the link, there should be some left. Hassi did it too on Monday to get some spots. So yeah, if you want to join, it's there. Live trading is every single day. Every single day. Live seminars. I'm doing another live seminar this weekend. Live alerts, day trade alerts, pretty much everything that all other Discords have, but focus a lot on just giving risk management strategy to help you become a long-term trader, not just make a quick dollar. But yeah, share everything there, full transparency, all the trades, Discord has all the recaps, everything. So members, I'll send out the link in 20 minutes. I will catch you all there. Thanks again for joining, guys. I really appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.